everybody. Thanks so much for joining us right here for Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Ready for your questions, but before we start, I want to tell you about one of our sponsors, AMAC. AMAC is an organization dedicated to America's seniors, but is vital for conservatives of all ages. AMAC stands out by not only advocating for senior issues, but also by pushing for conservative values that affect us all. By joining, you're not just supporting our senior citizens, you're a part of a movement defending our freedoms and securing our nation's future. As a member, you can enjoy benefits tailored to you, exclusive discounts, trusted news, sweepstakes, and much more, regardless of your age. If you're driven to preserve freedom, AMAC welcomes you. This is about uniting youthful vigor with the wisdom of experience in our quest for conservative principles. Sign up now at amac.us/LARA, and for a limited time, get a free gift membership for someone who shares your love for our great nation. Don't miss out on this chance to make a difference with AMAC. Join today at amac.us/Lara and extend the invitation to a friend or family member for free. All right, let's get to those questions. Here we go. Question number 1. What are your plans for building a strong grassroots movement for the RNC? This is so very important within each state in order to grow the party and win in November. I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, I mean, the grassroots is what makes this entire thing work, right? We can't just do this from some big apparatus in Washington, D.C. It's about everybody out there across the country. And I think there are so many great groups and organizations who have already gotten underway with so much over the past 8 years. We just have to tap into that. I can tell you one of the first things that I'm going to personally do is call a guy named Scott Pressler. And people who know this name, I talk about him a lot because I've always been very impressed with him just as an individual. This is one guy who probably has single-handedly registered more voters in this country than you and I can even imagine. And because of that energy, I'm trying to tap into that, and I need people like that out there. So I'm calling Scott and I'm going to say, Scott, I want you as part of the team. Voter registration in a lot of places is already done. We've already registered tons of voters. However, what do we need to do now? Now we need to look towards when people actually start voting and early voting in the fall. How do we get their ballots? How do we capture huge groups of people who might be gathered together and capitalize on that if they are indeed likely voting Republican? Someone like Scott Pressler is exactly what we need out there. So I'm going to call him and ask him to participate in the largest legal ballot harvesting operation in the entire country, and it'll be started by the RNC. But we need that all out across this country. We need people in every area of every state going to early vote and then going every single day from then on up until and on election day to take other people to go vote at the polling locations to make sure that we are turning out in huge and unprecedented numbers. We need door knockers. If we know that we have an area of people who might be what we call low propensity voters, people who don't vote in every single presidential election, but when they vote Republican, if we can find those people, we need you to go knock on their door and say, hey, get out and vote. Or better yet, if it's an area you can ballot harvest, here's a ballot, you can fill it out and I will return it for you. That's how we're going to have to do this. And the only way we can make all of these things happen in truly short order is to tap in to the grassroots all around this country. So believe me, we are paying attention. We know what needs to happen and how we get there. It's about executing it. And, I think you're going to see very soon that we'll be reaching out to places near you or perhaps to you directly to be a part of this team, because we've got to win in November. So that's the plan. Okay, next question. Do you and Tulsi still plan on making a workout video next time she visits? Absolutely. So Tulsi Gabbard, first of all, big fan of hers. She's been on this show before. Tulsi, obviously, I think as many of you know, used to be a Democrat. She was actually vice chair of the DNC in 2016 when Donald Trump was running for president. Is that so crazy? And then she got so fed up with all the craziness that the Democrats were spewing and the way they were operating, she was like, enough. I can't possibly be a part of this lunacy any longer. So she denounced the Democrat Party. She said, I can no longer do this. She's a congresswoman from the state of Hawaii. And I don't think she has officially declared a party as of yet, but she certainly has been out there promoting a lot of conservative values, because when you get down to it, these things are common sense. There's nothing crazy about anything that a lot of us are talking about here on the conservative side of the aisle. Common sense stuff. We don't want to pay exorbitant taxes. We don't want people who shouldn't legally be here infiltrating our country. We want to protect ourselves. We don't want to get involved in a bunch of foreign wars. These are basics. These are obvious things. We want to keep more of our money. We want our family to be safe, and we all want to be successful. It's basics, but the Democrats obviously go the opposite way on all that stuff. So Tulsi Gabbard has, super based as of late. And she and I have had a couple conversations. And in those conversations, what we discovered is that we both have a big love of working out. I've seen her do some CrossFit stuff as well. I do. And recently she competed. I'm trying to think of what the name of the games are, but it's the tactical games, I think is what it's called. Super badass. She's out there. Some of it is like you're shooting guns at stuff. Some of it is very physical. You're running from obstacle to obstacle. And I was like, Tulsi, I need to get involved in this because this sounds amazing. Now, unfortunately, you may know I have a small position as co-chair of the RNC. I don't know that I have time for that as of right now, but give me 8 months and I can guarantee you're going to see me at one of these. So we've talked about doing a workout together. And now I think we are poised to do just that thing. So the answer to your question is yes, there will be a workout with Tulsi Gabbard, with me, with, you might know Eva Marie, a WWE star. She also is going to join up on our team. And I think the three of us are going to do a workout at some point. Now, when our schedules align to actually do such a thing, I don't really know. But we'll get back to you on that. Yes, it will happen. I will ensure that. Okay, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll see you back on the other side. I hate to interrupt the show, of course, but if you know anything about me, you know how seriously I take my health. One of the ways I stay healthy is taking Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in a capsule. They have a great success story because they receive over 1,000 success stories every single month. They have hundreds of thousands of customers who have purchased billions of capsules of their fruits and veggies over the past 20 years. Their products are gluten-free and non-GMO, and they contain no added sugars or synthetics. If you're looking for something to make you feel better naturally, you should give Balance of Nature a try. And whether you order online or you call them direct, you can use promo code LARA to get a special offer of 35% off, plus $10 off any additional sets, plus free shipping and their money-back guarantee. You can call them at 800-246-8751 and use discount code LARA, or order online at balanceofnature.com and use discount code LARA, L-A-R-A, to get 35% off. I want to tell you about one of our sponsors, Swiss America. Our country's facing so many problems these days under Joe Biden. The last thing any of us need is more to worry about. Unfortunately, we now have to fear losing our freedom and privacy with the Democrats' new push for a digital dollar that could allow the government to tell us what we can and cannot buy with our own hard-earned money. That's why I'm encouraging every one of you tuning into the show right now to get The Secret War on Cash, an insightful report created by my friends at Swiss America. With this report, you'll learn how to protect yourself from the threats facing our freedom and your hard-earned money. The report is available right now to my listeners free of charge. Just call 800-289-2646 or visit www.swissamerica.com/Trump for your free report. Okay, let's get back to these questions. Next question, when will we see you join President Trump for one of his famous UFC entrances? Can I tell you a quick story? So the one he just did, whatever it was, a week or so ago in Miami, he actually asked if Eric and I wanted to go with him. Now, let me just tell you the backstory here. I would love to go because truth be told, I can get down watching a little MMA. I like the UFC. The only problem I have 2 issues with it. It starts so late at night. I'm an early riser. I need to get a little bit of sleep. So what always happens is if Eric and I are watching this at home, we order it on pay-per-view, and I am like, by the time, before we even get to the main card, I'm like falling asleep. And Eric always gets upset with me because I'm like, you got to go watch this in the living room because I got to go to bed. I can't do this. So with that in mind, my father-in-law actually invited the 2 of us to go with him to whatever it was, 299 or whatever that fight was down in Miami a week and a half ago or whatever it was, right? So Eric calls me and he goes, we should go to the fight. And I was like, listen, first of all, it's on a Saturday night. That Saturday night into the Sunday, we lost an hour of sleep, okay? So already we're talking about an hour less sleep for me. Not a great situation, but I digress. Next problem is that Miami is like an hour and a half south of where I currently live. So let's say the fight wrapped up at like 1:30. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt, probably closer to 1:45, okay? But it wraps up at 1:30. By the time I get out of there, we get in the car, we drive to our house, 2 a.m., let's say we get in the car, 3:30 we're arriving at the house, but I've already lost the hour of sleep, so it's really 4:30 in the morning. And let me tell you something, my kids and dogs don't care about any sort of a time change. As soon as the light peeks through the curtains, they're up. Everybody's up. So you're talking about me getting like an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep. Not going to happen for me. So I kindly said, let's go to a different one. But you will see us because I'm ready to go. Eric has actually gone to, I think 2 of them, maybe 2 or 3 with his dad. I have yet to go. I got the invite to this one. I had to politely decline it because I just couldn't do it with the sleep deficit. It wasn't going to work out for me. But yeah, soon enough when it works out. Because let's be honest, I'm not sleeping between now and November 5th anyway. So I guess what do I care? I should have just gone to the fight. Maybe the next one. Stay tuned. We'll see. All right. Final question. Is it the dogs that help you sleep at night and keep you looking glamorous? Well, thank you very much. The dogs do not help me sleep at night. In fact, it's the opposite. And anyone who has dogs who sleep in the bed with you at night will understand exactly what I'm talking about here. The problem with the dogs is that I don't want to make them uncomfortable. So, here's how the setup goes. Ben, our biggest dog, sleeps literally right where my feet go. And he always gets in his spot, does this little twirl and positions himself before I get in bed. So already I can't extend my legs out. So already I'm going to be on a side one way or the other. Then the other issue is that sometimes Charlie likes to sleep in bed with Luke. So if Charlie's up in bed with Luke, great. Everybody's happy. They're all snuggled up. Love it for so many different reasons. But if Charlie's with us, not only is he a heavy snorer, Charlie's almost 14 years old. Little beagle, almost 14, old gray man, love him to pieces, just obsessed with him. But he also likes to nuzzle himself next to me, in between me and Eric, which of course, that's how it always goes. They get right between you. And then he pushes his paws right up against my back. And so I'm there on my side, uncomfortably positioned here because Ben's got my feet there. Charlie's got his paws right in my back, snoring. So no, the sleep is not great. And then Charlie and Tiger fight sometimes about that spot. I don't know, but I wouldn't change it for anything in the whole world because I love it. Dogs are the greatest. So no, they're not helping my sleep. And the best is when I get up in the morning before anybody else wakes up, my alarm goes off. Usually Ben will follow me everywhere. Not that early. He'll like lift his head up and look at me and he's like, good luck to you. Bye. You can get out of here. I'm going to go get probably right where you slept and get nice and warm. The dogs don't help you sleep, but they help you live. They help right in here in your heart. They're the greatest. I'm ready for another one. Eric already knows this. I think everyone who's watching this knows this already. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, that's going to do it for us for this episode of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Make sure you send us more of your great questions, whether it's about dogs or working out or the RNC or whatever you've got. We will do our best here to answer them. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow, and we will see you back here next time for more of Lara Trump, Wanted for Questioning. Nothing is worse than being on a phone call that drops. Nothing is worse than trying to text someone and you can't reach them because your phone is out of service range. And nothing is worse than supporting these major corporations and companies who don't support us. That is why I love Patriot Mobile. They are America's only Christian conservative wireless network. They use every cell tower out there available to all networks so that they have the greatest 4G and 5G coverage nationwide, and they support the causes that are important to us as conservatives. If you go today to patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump and use the promo code Trump, you will get free activation today. Again, that is patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump. The promo code is Trump for free activation so that you can get a great cell plan and feel good about doing it.